And greetings once again, everybody. Welcome into our second race of the afternoon here on Sunday afternoon. Let me flip this on over, and as you can see on the left-hand side, we're going to have PrincezzxDiana taking on iKasperr for the second time this year. Now, as I was pointing out in the pregame show here, if you will, Diana's going for her 8th win of the season. Kasperr going for his 15th straight victory this season. And again, he hasn't lost a round within matchups since week 1. So he's got a hell of a winning streak on the line here. Again, what we're going to do, if anyone's new, we do a best 2 out of 3 race through the womb 2. Excuse me, so whoever kills off Mom's heart first is going to get a point at the bottom of the screen. And again, being a best 2 out of 3, we reset both racers at that point and start from scratch. There's 7 banned items on the way down. They both got Platinum God save files, so every single item is unlocked for both of these two. They're both going to use Isaac. You see, they have the D6. Can only use that D6 against these 7 banned items. Those are Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, the Holy Bible, Toothpicks, and the Shovel. Toothpicks are the only one of those 7 you can even pick up during this. Everything else is literally roll it or leave it. All the other items that I haven't listed out are take it or leave it. You cannot D6 them. So your D6 is basically off limits except for those 7 items. Pretty much banned unless there's some sort of risk involved with it. Thank you, Mr. Adder. That's freaking awesome of you. Thank you very much. See, we got our own bot here. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Mr. Adder the bot underscore 89 something. We'll figure it out later. Anyway, so these two are on a call together. Let me get you a link into both of their channels here so you can say what's up to Kasperr and Diana. Wish them both good luck here. And again, they'll be off and racing whenever they're ready because they're in a call together, so they'll do their own countdown. I'm gonna catch hell for that now. Yeah, pick on an admin day here in Crumps' channel. Guess who it is, Adder? Yeah, Adder bot mode. Engage. So again, they're both looking at their item rooms to start off, and whenever they get going, we'll see what they both pick up. Good luck to you both. Wow, look at that timing, right at the exact same moment. No stream delay. Yes. So Diana's going to take Demon Baby, and she'll be off and running. Anytime she gets close to something, you see him following around behind, he'll automatically fire at it with those little red tears. And again, Kasperr wasn't too happy with his first find, so let's try this one again. Ooh, Blooded Lust, not a half bad start. So every enemy Kasperr kills per room is going to give him, we'll say it's about half a damage. We're rounding here. But either way, about half a damage up per enemy killed per room. And again, it's going to reset it as soon as he leaves. So first enemy he kills here, half a damage up. He'll be up to about a full damage after the second one dies. Poops don't count. But again, you'll see his tears and his character turn more red slightly as he gets the damage increase. And again, resetting as he walks through doors. Diana already on down to her second floor, picked up the Cat of 9 fails, as we like to call it, which is going to give her shot speed increase. Alright, Kasperr directly on into a second boss fight. We got ourselves a champion famine, so let's all get a real quick for him if y'all would. And Diana into that second item room. Oh, jeez. She's going to be happy with this one. Sad Onion's going to up her fire rate considerably, so she likes having rapid fire tears, and that's a pretty good find early on. So not only do they move faster, but she fires them out quicker now. And again, she'll be right on over to that same boss fight. Question is now, will Kasperr go looking for that item room without a key here? And again, it's a short, very easy floor, so my guess would be that he will. But real quick, Diana gonna lay one bomb down. Pin's pretty vulnerable to those. One bomb's gonna insta-kill him if you time that correctly. She'll take the box of items. Still no health for her, but lots of money there with a dime, thank you. She also gets a devil deal. Oh, wow. With the mark and the pact, so not much of a decision there. She's gonna take the pact. 2 soul hearts replacing the 2 red ones that she spent. Excuse me again, sorry about that. Fire rate increase, damage increase on her tears. So look at those tears now. She's going to be very happy with this. Also, you may have noticed her trinket, Maggie's Faith, as she went onto her Caves 1 floor, spawned her at 1/2 an Eternal Heart, that white heart that you see. If she gets that onto the next floor, or a second one here on this Caves 1, that becomes another full red heart container. And again, that'll spawn every single floor. It is protected by those blue hearts, but you may not want to fight things like Ultra Pride. Wow, that's early. Again, using her Horror Babylon card there, the Empress gave her Horror Babylon and more damage on her tears, so ripping on through this boss. Mini-boss, I should say. Brings up another point. Even though she's on the Caves 1, she already knew that her store was guaranteed to be a store and not greed. But any other floor, if you get a mini-boss, you know that there cannot be a second one, and it has to show up as that little skull on the mini-map you see in the upper left-hand corner on Diana's screen. But if you get a mini-boss, you know the greed cannot be in your secret room or store, so if you have money and an extra key, that store becomes really worthwhile. First 3 floors, you aren't getting greed though, he only starts on caves 2. Yeah, Kasperr's internet's having a moment here. So Diana will notice that in a second or two. Kasperr's internet's just been going wonky for the past few minutes here. And again, Diana has found her boss fight. She'll pause this up as soon as she notices that Kasperr's offline. Yep, there we go. Like I said, as soon as she noticed it. So Kasperr will be back online in a second or two. Ah, that Canadian weekend internet. Spazbot lives. So bear with us momentarily here while we get Kasperr back online. What's up, Talia? How you doing? Alright, so now I can actually do this one. Hey, and it works. I don't have to copy-paste anymore. Sweet! So I'll get you in both of their channels. You'll see when Kasperr goes back live in a second or two here. I'm doing pretty good, no arguments here. Second to last day of the regular season, so my body's just ready for sleep, if that answers your question. How's it been up, though? How you doing? Ah, that Canadian internet. Kasperr's probably resetting his router again, would be my guess. Yeah, he actually dropped out of the call. Gotta be his internet then. Gotta be his internet messing with him. Good God, those highlights. Jesus. That's terrible. Oh, wow. Only in the NFL. Well, obviously, but only in the NFL could something like that have happened. Dear God. This is why I wish I had TV so I could watch football on the weekends. There's Kasperr popping back online. Knew it wasn't going to be much longer. Diana was saying that he had just reset his router and was back. So let's see when this pops through. Do 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 do. Anytime now, It's loading. It's trying to load that video. There we go. Haha. Video loaded. iKasperr returns, obviously. Aw, we didn't get to say it. No. So he's got himself some range up there, looks like, with Mom's underwear. And also a Devil Deal to check out here momentarily. And again, Diana's looking at her boss fight, 1 floor ahead on Caves 2. Hasn't found that item room yet. So again, they'll pick it back up. They're going to get back on a call together. They'll do their own countdown once again. So whenever you guys are ready, you two are ready. I keep saying guys like you're both males, and that's terrible because you're not. So yeah, Diana would kill me for that. So anyways, we're back off and running. Best of luck to you both. Ooh, Hollow not being a bro on this one for Diana. And again, this is one of those fights that can kind of haunt you to have Demon Baby in. Because again, if he's going to take a shot at one of those bomb flies when it's really close to you, and that's the only time he fires, remember, is if they're really close by to him. So if he does that and takes one of those bomb flies out at a terrible time, you're caught in a chain reaction you can't move away from. Alright, speaking of those chain reactions, nicely done. Diana's going to get more fire rate increase. I think she's already capped out. Ooh, that's the reason to pick it up, though. World card gives her a full map and compass, reveal whenever she uses it. So on down to Herd Caves 2, keeping that 1 floor advantage. iKasperr looking at his item room already. Ooh, I was about to say no key for it, but did get the luck on there. Spawned right when he needed it. Oh, jeez. Not so lucky with this, though. The Hourglass. Gonna replace his D6 for the time, at least. See if there's any... I was gonna say, let's see if there's anything worthwhile in that challenge room. There's health in there if iKasperr needs it, so he may be back, but I don't think he's that necessarily worried about fighting 3 rooms for 1 extra health up. But Diana, again, using that internal compass, usually reserved for her opponent today, iKasperr, right on over to her boss fight, and she's fighting the Husk here. So again, not too terrible, but again, gotta watch out for Demon Baby and those bomb flies. And as long as you take them out quickly, and you can do good with them, as you saw. You can actually use them as bombs against the boss itself. Just be very careful to stay away from them. Which is why you saw Diana stop firing right there. She wanted to make sure she wasn't going to be in line of that explosion. Another health container, a little bit of damage up. That's mismarked. Not tears, but damage up with the meat. Into a Devil Deal, where now even more damage up is going to come out of this. She'll fight Krampus. Guaranteed lump of coal at the end of this, which means her shots will grow in size and damage output as they move further on screen. So iKasperr gonna have to play some very quick catch-up here. We'll see if Diana chooses to go back for her item room or not once again. There we go, iKasperr finally getting through the middle of that room. There is his boss fight to finish off Caves 1. And there's that lump of coal for Diana. So question now, do you go to the depths? Yes, she does, so skipping right on over that item room, on down to the depths and keeping a big time advantage here. iKasperr, like we were talking about, though, with the Fallen, guaranteed free Devil Deal item at the end of this when it spawns. So instead of your normal, atypical, like, health up, maybe the crown, something of that nature, you get something out of the Devil Deal pool. So maybe Brimstone, the Pact, the Mark, the Nail, some good stuff can come out of this. Some really bad stuff, too, but you got good chances at something really handy here. Real trick to it, though, is one of the banned items can actually spawn at the end of this fight, so you have to be careful where you stand when you act. Oh, look at this move. Nicely done with that tower card. So the slowdown effect off of Hourglass for iKasperr and a tower card for random bomb spawns. Very nicely placed, too. And again, boss fight, ahoy, on Diana's side. These floors, man, I'm telling you, she's fighting war right now. She'll wind up with her first cube of meat at the end of this, same as iKasperr has, floating around him, blocking shots and damaging anything for double your base tier damage at 7. Ooh, interesting. Horror Babylon. They were racing his Eve earlier, so that's kind of a funny item to spawn. But if iKasperr were to get down to half a red heart or anything less remaining, so let's say he finds Guppy's Paw, that would up his damage and turn him into that demon you just saw. Oh, wow. Well, see, this is what we're talking about. The poop. The carry is on for Diana. Team Poop, assemble on the wrong side of the screen. So she's on her depths 2 already, flying on through this, has the expansion Necropolis version. Has a Curse of Darkness as well, meaning she'll not see that mini-map at any point on this floor. There's iKasperr getting down to half a red heart and enacting that Horror Babylon, so up damage on his side, but again, he's a slightly larger target too, and down very low on health. Whew. That was too close on 2 different fronts there for iKasperr. That TNT and that butt licker dang near almost killed him. Ooh, Balls of Steel, protection for his Aura Babylon. And again, no key for his item room. Alright, more pills. He's going to hang on to these for a while. Kasperr knows it isn't going to be 2 more soul hearts this time. Balls of Steel helped him out quite a bit last, but not going to help him here. No, World card won't override any Curse of Darkness. Nothing can overwrite that curse. Doesn't matter if you have World card, Sun card, and the Compass and Treasure map, you won't see a single thing on the mini-map at any point. Finally a key for Kasperr. He's going to backtrack for that item room here on Caves 2. Again, Diana working along in Depths 2 right now. Basically just looking for a boss fight given where she's been skipping all these items. Oh my god, really? The poop! Team Poop has assembled again and it's the correct person with it and he's carrying it with him. Oh god, what are you doing? So the poop goes with the captain of Team Poop. Kasperr's gonna keep it with them. There you see, every room it's gonna spawn a lump of poop on the ground that you can shoot out. Oh god, I love these racers. He's laughing hysterically too. He's having a good time with that. So we'll see how that carry continues, as we got a carry item for Kasperr. Oh, I love my racers. You guys are awesome. Alright, Diana back up to full health here. Ugh, nasty room. I don't like these enemies. This is the one problem with the Necropolis level, is that you can actually get some nasty enemy spawns like these Mass and Hearts. And before time. Like every single room, it just pops out of dime. Wow, speaking of this, Diana finding her boss fight again, so she's got Mom's foot on the other side of the store. And only the 2 hearts here, but as soon as that bomb clears, she's gonna head right on in. So looking to finish off her Depths 2 already, keeping over a 2-floor advantage. Kasperr just finding his Caves 2 boss fight now. And Diana hanging out in the center of the room against Blue Mom's foot, so this is going to spawn nothing but expansion level enemies, and she's looking to take those out very quickly as she's been doing here. So those mini greed heads, those will stack up on you very quickly and make your life hell in this fight. Doing a really good job, already 50% of the way through. We got Kasperr moving in to fight the Husk here. Kasperr only had the Hourglass. He didn't exactly replace an overpowered item with the poop, so hey, you can get some cool stuff out of it. It's like 3% chance that you're gonna get something, but you can get cool stuff. So Diana will make sure she kills off the foot there. 1 more health container, another soul heart for her. Let's see, left hand gonna go with, instead of the Polaroid, some more red chest spawn. She'll leave that Polaroid behind. Yeah, I was gonna say, Curse of the Lost, extra rooms on the floor, meaning she's gonna pop that world card right now and beeline directly over towards her boss fight, because Kasperr is gonna try to play some catch-up, has an XL Depths floor, meaning he'll have 2 item rooms, and more importantly, 2 back-to-back boss fights. Now, he really needs those item rooms, in my opinion. His build is, not that good. Can we say his build is crappy? Okay, I'll be here all week, sorry. Yeah, he just kind of shook his head like, yeah, that was bad, Crumps, that was bad. Yeah, no, it was. I'm sorry. Anywho, but Tish, so he's going to try to find those 2 item rooms most likely, but he's got a lot of time to make up here as Diana is just 1 more room away from her first Womb boss fight. You notice there's no item rooms and no stores for her here. She's got that full map revealed. So she just wants to go here. There is a Blood Challenge room and a normal challenge room, but those are way far away and just not worth the effort here on the Womb. Hey, I take pride in that, Fallen. I take pride in my bad puns. I'll have you know. So Diana taking out Triachnid here, so the somewhat champion version, and really not that scary still, honestly, but somewhat champion version of Daddy Longlegs. 1 or 2 more shots will do it. Another health container, her 5th, and she's going to move on down to the Womb too with 1 more floor to clear. So just 1 more boss fight for her to find. Looking for Mom's heart now is Diana. And that poop is just not producing for Kasperr, so not as overpowered as it normally is. I'm kidding, obviously, that thing, obviously not that great. Like I said, you have about a 3% chance of finding anything. Oh god, Nosh. Oh, you guys are freaking awesome. Oh, good times, good times. So Diana's going to continue along here. Yet another way for her to keep going. Again, iKasperr's still looking for that last, or excuse me, last 2 item rooms, I should say. Remember, this is an XL floor. It doesn't look like it yet, but that is depths 1 and 2 combined together here. So Child's Heart, now more chance of heart spawns on iKasperr's side. Red hearts, I mean, I should point out. And speaking of, there's one of the 2 item rooms. Still doesn't look like an XL floor, though. This is kind of weird. Ooh, finally a dead end, so Diana's gonna have to backtrack all the way to the other side of the floor to try and figure out where she's going. All the keys spawning now. iKasperr getting to his item room. Ooh, number 1, so, fire rate increase. Notice, though, if you don't have range, that is a serious issue. Thankfully, iKasperr's got some range increase already with his mom's underwear, so it's not a bad thing to have. Increases your fire rate, and again, I believe there might have been a little bit of damage on that, too. I can't remember now. Hey, we were joking about dimes. How about 2 nickels spawning in a room for Diana? Not on the side we were joking about the dime spawning on, but technically it kinda did without the chime. That's the bathroom carry. So we got the poop and the pee. Alright, number 1 and number 2 for iKasperr. Huggies, call this man, I'm telling you. He makes a mess that can only be cleaned up with Huggies diapers. He's proven it here. See what I mean? I'm telling you, it sells itself, Huggies. Call the man. Yeah, diaper mode, go! Yeah, 2 similar pills. Kind of surprised Diana doesn't at least want to take one with her for safety's sake. There's those 2 boss fights for iKasperr, so 1 item room not found here, but again, knowing he has to make up time, and knowing that Diana has just found that boss fight, her mom's heart fight, that he's gonna have to make up a lot of time, so he's skipping that last item room, I'm telling you now. Diana on the left, though, looking to take a 1-0 lead. And again, let me point out that iKasperr has not lost anything within any rounds within a matchup since week 1. So this would be an end to a pretty ridiculously long streak going on here right now, and Diana is down to 4 hearts, mind you, but still looking pretty good, staying as far away as she can to enact Cole and get a little bit more damage on those tiers, which are firing at a pretty ridiculous rate, again, thanks to Sad Onion. And down to just 1 more bomb left on her side. Gonna wait 1 more round on this and hope that she gets the night spawn. Wow, I don't know that I'd even drop it here. I think I'd wait 1 more. Oh, it is the Knights. Oh, but it exploded and only hit 1 of them. Wow, that was kind of trolling. And again, iKasperr making up that time. There's that second boss fight for the depths. Again, Mom's Foot, guaranteed. But again, this time the regular gray version of her. So this is what we originally thought was the end boss. Again, Diana hitting that 50% mark on Mom's Heart. Looking very good over on her side. Probably after this mini enemy spawn here, theoretically with a little bit of damage, she should be able to keep it lives out the rest of this fight. Again, without the bomb though, I guess that does kind of counteract it. There may be 1 more mini enemy spawn. Alright, iKasperr on down to the Womb 1, and again, was hoping for an XL floor, so maybe he could find these 2 boss fights quickly, but he's got 2 entire floors to deal with now. And again, Diana will keep it lives out the rest of the time, still at those 4 hearts, looking quite good on health herself, and just a little bit more damage to put down here. And just like this, that last little bit ticks away. That winning streak within rounds for iKasperr is over, and now is the win streak itself in jeopardy. If my OBS would update, I could actually do this. Oh no, don't do this to me, OBS. Clicky, clicky, there we go. 17-minute, 38-second run by PrincezzxDiana. The streak comes to an end there, folks. So again, 28 straight victories in those rounds within matchups here. And again, it's over as PrincezzxDiana has broken the streak. Very, very nicely done on that. A sub 18-minute run for that matter. That's going to be tough to beat no matter who you are. So very, very nicely done. 1-0 lead for PrincezzxDiana. Everybody give her a round of applause, and to get you a link into both of their channels again here. Go say it to these two, because again, if you can't talk in here, you can in their channel. So say what's up. Say very good job. We're going to get them both reset. Give us about 2 minutes here, and we'll be back for round number 2. Diana's going to look to end that 14-game winning streak now that Kasperr's on. Kasperr needs back-to-back wins to get his 15th win in a row. So hang tight, we'll see how this finishes out. I really wish I had my camera working. Spaz literally just climbed up my chair, like the hardest way possible to get onto my lap. Cutest thing ever, but dumbest thing I've ever seen. Alrighty, we're back, and now that I got my hand away from my cat, I can actually go back to the other screen, so we're clear. Give me 1 second to flip this over. Cat, I need my hand, thank you. So, on that note, we have a 1-0 lead right now for PrincezzDiana over iKasperr. So we are just about to start up round number 2. Diana's going to look to go through Womb 2 once again, take out Mom's Heart, get a 2-0 win if she can, and put an end to that 14-game winning streak that iKasperr is riding right now. Now again, she also just ended the match winning streak, or the round, I should say, winning streak within matches of Kasperr, which was sitting at 28 games. So say goodbye to that streak. And now Kasperr's going to try to hang on to that 14-game winning streak that he's got. So he needs back-to-backers here to be able to do so. But again, they'll be off and racing whenever they're ready. And get you a link once again into both of their channels. So if I were actually typing in chat, that would work. There it is. There's my mouse. So there's a link into both of their channels. Hit both of these racers up. Wish them both good luck here in round number 2. And they're off and running, so again, best of luck to you both. Let's see, Poison Touch, that's going to be a reset for Kasperr. For a second, I thought that was actually growth hormones, and I was going to say, like, wait, what are you doing? Oh, wait, that's virus. Never mind. Ooh, Transcendence early on, so flying for Kasperr. And again, really good cards for Diana. She's got another world card to reveal her entire compass and map on her mini-map. So let's see, Kasperr picking up Little Chad. Not the greatest of things, but he likes the flying that he's picked up already. So let's see who his boss is. Got Duke of Flies. Ooh, Diana with those really good items. X-Ray Vision's going to let her get in and out of any entrance or exit to her secret or super secret rooms free of charge, like you see right there with that bomb hole. And again, it opens up every single exit for you, so you can get right on into a few free rooms like this. And again, she'll buy that key. Not going to wind up with enough money to get that treasure map, she thinks. So moving on along here, just looking for a boss fight. And might as well. You got a full heal sitting there waiting for you, plus a couple extra hearts. So Diana's found her super secret as well. And let's see, speed up, range up for iKasperr, along with almost a full heal. He'll be the first on down to his second floor. Diana gonna worry about the Black Widow here. Ooh, and there we go. Now iKasperr's smiling. That sacrificial dagger's going to orbit around him, doing 17 damage to anything it comes in contact with. And again, with that flying, might as well pick up all the money you can in that dead-end room. A little bit of fire rate increase. Diana's going to be on down to her basement, too. And again, all the seller levels forever. So she gets an automatic item room, in this case Kamikaze. This is one of those items we allow to be glitched out because you can make yourself invincible with it by hugging. It's a huge risk in the fact that if you aren't hugging the wall correctly, or if you open up a door with it, that you still take damage like it normally would do to you. And again, Diana doesn't want any part of that from the looks of things. So both finding their boss fights technically in the same room right now. iKasperr first on in. He's going to face Gertie Jr. Ugh. I don't like that as one of your first couple boss fights. Diana's gonna get the, the Duke of Flies like you saw iKasperr fighting in the last floor. And again, this is why I don't like fighting against Gertie Jr. She is a bit of a troll and spawns a lot of extra shooting enemies, like you see. So Strength Guard's gonna add 1 to all of iKasperr's stats. He gets to keep that red heart, not the container, but the one filling another container. Diana finishes off her boss fight first, gonna grab Squeezy, more fire rate increase, exactly what she likes, moving on down to the Caves 1 with 2 extra soul hearts in tow as well. Ooh, and even better, how about Pentagram? So damage up on the tiers for iKasperr, about 2 damage increase, give or take. Also gives you more chance of finding devil deals. Again, not with many hearts at the moment, but it could be worthwhile if you find a real shot changer like Mom's Knife, for example, in a devil deal. So let's see, we got Diana working on a Catacombs version of her caves, again the expansion version on the left side. So tougher enemies and room layouts, let alone boss fights, usually wind up being different. Hey, what's up, Stone? How you doing? Yep, you missed an end of the round victory streak at 28 on iKasperr's side. So now Diana's looking to put an end to his 14-game winning streak. These two have been racing all day, too, also as Eve, so there's been some crazy builds going on. When they were practice racing, like, Diana had some serious item luck going on. And once again, we got Bloody Lust for iKasperr. Oh, purple stuff on Diana's side. We got purple tears. Uh-oh. That might be a good luck charm. Let's get a Judgy Please for iKasperr also, as he's right outside his boss fight. First things first, though. Let's try to get something. Keys and bombs are good, but they're not space-use items like the candle. Oh, nothing. Time for Judgy to die. Alright, flat penny. Now as iKasperr picks up coins, he has a chance that spawns a key for him. But again, homing tears over on Diana's side. Again, with those I've Seen Everything classes, she'll check out what she's got here. Also find in her store free of charge. So 1 more soul heart. There's her boss fight. So 1 room away from iKasperr again. We're pretty darn even on this one. And again, we had a 17.5-minute run last time. It looks like both of these two are pushing to go even faster on this one if they can. So Diana will be on into her boss fight. Wow, that was confusing. Anyways, she's got Peep. iKasperr about 50%, a little bit over that of the way through Tanky Gertie, who's just going to spawn a bunch of extra flies in those little shooting bubbles. Yeah, Gertie Jr., then full-grown Gertie. I didn't even think about that. Nice back-to-back boss fights on iKasperr's side, and they were both champion versions for that matter. So that is kind of evil. The game's being a little bit evil to iKasperr right now, I think. Jeez. What RNGesus did you piss off, iKasperr? A little bit of health up for him. He's going to move on down to the caves, too, slightly ahead of Diana, who's just about done with Peep here. Again, immediate item room on iKasperr's side. At least he gets golden poop out of this, giving him the opportunity with all that extra money he's got now. Those will spawn keys randomly again as he picks them up, but could have gambled with that portable slot machine. Gonna hang on to his 5 cents for something better, though. And Diana, a little bit of range up herself with the heels, gonna move on down to her caves, too. Arcade, not a bad thing to come across, especially with 20 cents, so she'll clear this room out. Again, she has another Curse of Darkness, so you'll never see her minimap on this floor. And again, another expansion version with the Catacombs once more. Ah, there's that internal compass turning back on for iKasperr. See, he works it when he needs it, so there's the boss fight again. And Hangman would allow him to fly. Cough, cough, wheeze, wheeze. He already can cough, cough. So he's going to fight Pestilence here. He'll wind up with a cube of meat orbiting around him alongside that sacrificial dagger. Again, that'll do 7 damage to anything it touches, as well as block shots, unlike the dagger. Diana moving along into her boss fight as well, trying to keep just equal pace here as fighting against Champion Husk. Again, down to just the one heart, is trying to stay as far away from those exploding bomb flies as she can. Okay, iKasperr first on down to the depths, gonna wind up in the Necropolis. Again, the expansion version of the floor, so tougher enemies like those jumping greed heads. Diana seems to find that cat o' nine tails endlessly. More shot speed increase for her. Again, not fire rate increase, but her shots travel faster when they're on screen. And again, let's see if this loading screen error happens to produce anything. Yeah, this is one of the problems with Flash, is you just have to wait out some stupid errors like this. There we go, popping on through to her depths one. We'll see what she gets here in a second. Ooh, yeah, we need a Macho Man gift. Ooh, another Necropolis, so both in expansion versions of the floor. Diana a little bit unluckier in the fact that she can't fly, whereas iKasperr, as you can see, is able to dodge a lot of nasty rooms by that flight ability. But again, getting pretty lucky with these enemies she's facing here. Alright, lots of extra money she doesn't need. There's the issue, is coming back out of those rooms with those spike traps. If you're not moving too fast, they can catch you easily. Oh god, and that's a nasty room. Oh, and that's even worse. You don't want to hit a card like that. Basically, if you're hitting a card that's going to stop your movement for a couple of frames, you're pretty well screwed when something's moving at you like that. So iKasperr gonna pop his Monster Man well, actually winds up a little chubby in this room, so you get one random follower for you every time you use it. Wow, all that, look at all of this money! Holy crap, Diana's got a freaking fortune sitting on this floor. She only had enough bombs for that. Fortune of Hearts if she wants that lard, but doesn't want the speed down off of that. Would have been health up, a lot of speed down though too. And iKasperr's found his boss fight here on the depths one, knowing that he's got that advantage now with that one key. May go find that item room yet. Indeed, exactly what he's gonna do. And Diana herself picking up Sacrificial Dagger now, so we got dueling daggers going on here. iKasperr into his secret room, gonna wind up with Bob's Rotten Head. Would be a one-time thrown poison bomb. May use that to get to another side. Actually gonna leave Monster Manuel behind for it. There's his item room showing up. So we'll find out what his second to last item is momentarily. There he saw Sacrificial Dagger making contact and really melting through that Widow boss. Diana with more damage up on her tiers now with the pentagram. And she'll be on down to her second floor where she immediately finds her next boss fight. And she'll take on Duke of Flies in here. Being just about dead. Let's see if she doesn't wind up with a special room because she hasn't gotten touched on this floor. So pretty good opportunity. Yes, indeed. So God Room, free item here. Let's see, 2 I found pills and ate them. Nothing special with that. Scapular, not the greatest thing ever. But hey, it's there. So again, that, if you get down to half a red heart, it'll spawn 1 blue soul heart for you as a little bit of safety once per room. See, if I'm not mistaken, looks like Casper God. It's one of the God items, and I can't tell which one glows like that. I think it's a miter. But honestly, I didn't get to see his side. I was watching what Diana picked up. So he's on in to fight Carrion Queen. He's going to try to stay close enough where that sacrificial dagger will hit her. And again, just that one miscolored part, her butt, is the only thing you can hit unless you drop a bomb that she eats. It was miter? Kind of figured so. So 50% chance now that any red heart spawn is actually a blue soul heart for Casper. And more fire rate increase with that wire coat hanger. And again, he'll be on down to his steps too. So Diana working on catacombs already, meaning an XL floor here, which I didn't also see. Welcome back, Jim. And there's one of those item rooms showing up on Diana's. Yeah, I have no blood left in my foot. You're gonna have to move. Love my cat, but he weighs too much and cuts off my circulation. Wow, do these x-ray vision glasses all over the place tonight. So again, like last round, Diana's going to be able to get in and out of all of her secret and super secret rooms free of charge. And there's hers right next to her item room that she can't get into yet. And maybe do a little bit of gambling, cat. You're gonna have to move. Sorry, don't get comfortable and lay down. Look at that, perfect timing. Blows up that slot machine, gets the key she needs. And winding up a shoop to whoop, 1-time brimstone usage. She'll take that instead of the D6, so at least she has something to use. You're really gonna have to move, dude. That's the chair, like buckling under your weight. Her combined weight is too much for the chair. And Judgy, please, not enough money for it, so Judgy's got nothing on Diana's side. This sucks too. My cat looks so comfortable, but I don't have any blood in my foot. I really don't. You're gonna have to move. Sorry. Alright, Blue Baby Soul's gonna not exactly follow around Diana, but it counts as a follower, and you can see she probably took it because of the purple tears, quite honestly. But it has homing tears on it that are gonna fire off in whatever direction you're firing. But notice the pattern it takes is slightly different than normal. And it looks like Casper's quite happy with this, so building onto his damage and health. Cat, really? Come on, stop getting comfortable and just jump down. Gotta move. I can't feel my foot. Oh, you just choked me by taking my headphone cable with you. Love my cat, but ow, that one hurt. Alright, so where are these two boss fights going to be on Diana's floor now is the question. And again, Casper looking for exactly the same thing here on Depths 2. Just one more boss fight for him to find. Diana's going to have 2 side-by-side boss fights to deal with. There you see that shoop to whoop using Brimstone for her. Ooh, and finding a dead end here, but Gluttony could actually wind up giving you a little bit of health increase, so this may not be the worst thing. Again, the game finally spawning keys for Casper as he doesn't exactly need them anymore, but again, moving on along here, still looking for that boss fight. Wow, this just keeps going. Unbelievable. I figured it would have been right there. It's got to be connected to the next room. Almost has to be. Anytime now, I swear she'll find him. So we got a tower card. More random bomb spawns on Casper's side when he uses it. And he still has to keep continuing on along here. There's Diana's boss fights. First of which is going to wind up being, Jesus, Gertie Jr. all over the place today. So many Gerties, man. But again, you notice if you get a little bit later on before you have to fight against Gertie Jr., she isn't quite as scary because you have more damage that you can do. Very nicely done there by Diana. So she's going to get another health container, as does Kasperr as he opens up a locked chest. He's found his boss fight, so he's got Mom's foot staring at him on the other side of that door. Second of the cave's boss fights for Diana is the Hollow, and she's about ready to move on to depths. First things first, though, Kasperr going to hang out down by the doorway, wait for Mom to drop her arm out, and again, his orbitals are going to do all this work for him. 17 damage off of that sacrificial dagger, 7 every time that the cube of meat hits it. Ooh, that double deal. Wow, actually kind of surprised she left behind Guppy's Paw for that. So Diana wants the damage off of Shoop to Woo, but isn't going to worry about her health so much. Guppy's Paw could have given her, can't do math, would have been 12 soul hearts. Wow. Secret room with 16 cents on just 3 coins, and we got a glitched out giraffe enemy that had 2 bodies. Everything's going upside down on Diana's side here on Depths 1. What happened? So Kasperr moving on down to the womb, and his loading screen's going upside down because he might have himself an XL floor here. We'll see when his flash pops through. Ooh, Stars card. Diana going to teleport into her second to last item room, Wind up with Harlequin Baby, who will now follow around the Blue Baby's soul and shoot out those V-pattern tears. So there's the other fun part of Blue Baby. He takes the next 3 followers you get and makes them go in the same pattern as him. So it's slightly different having followers when you have Blue Baby's soul as a trinket. And there's the loading screen finally popping through. Oh, wow. I haven't seen that happen in a long time. Check this out. So we got the loading screen that said Womb 1, and it actually popped through to an XL floor with that little flash there. So Kasperr is going to be able to find 2 side-by-side boss fights here to finish off his round. So looking to even this up in 1, just has to come across 2 boss fights now. And let's see, picking up that second key, maybe using the 2 of spades worthwhile, doubles up the amount of keys you have. So at 1, doesn't really make it worthwhile to double it to 2, it just gives you 1 extra key. Diana got 2, used it, and now has 4. I don't know why, but I just totally misread Kasperr's card that he was holding on to. I'm like, he's got a world card, why doesn't he use this? Like, oh, because that's a tower card and I'm stupid. Figured out my problem. Krubs can't read. Alright, so having to clear back through this room here is Diana, and she'll move on along to the left-hand side. This is an odd floor layout. Oh, excuse me for the odds again. I'm sorry about that. Couldn't get to the mute button in time. And there's your boss fight finally showing up on Diana, so full clear of that Depths 1 floor. Kasperr's just making a big old circle here. This is a bizarre layout again with that open spot in the center here. But again, Diana going to take on the Fallen, guaranteed free Devil Deal item off of this fight. Just like we saw for Kasperr last time. She's going to hope for something better than Horror Babylon coming out of this, though. And yeah, followers cap at, I think it's like 5 or 6. I kind of forget the exact number. It's been a while since I've done it. Ooh, Guppy's Head, not a bad way to actually grab one of the Guppy items. So every single room, that's going to recharge and spawn as you see a couple of friend till the end attack flies for Diana to do some damage with. And all that money in those secret rooms coming across an arcade, if nothing else, is Diana. I'm gonna catch all from that from boss in about 5 seconds. Anyways, iKasperr into the first of his 2 boss fights, trying to finish off this round here in the womb. Yeah, this guy did it. He's got 2 thumbs, 10987 at the end of his name, and did that last night. The boss. So anyways, not a bro in this fight. Being halfway decent, though, to him at this point. Conquest actually kind of not being too terrible? Is this possible? I mean, we've seen it once this week. Okay, there is a couple extra shots. At least he's done that twice now. It makes me feel somewhat more normal about Conquest not being glitched out. But just about done with this fight. iKasperr's got that mom's heart to finish off this round. Up in the, am I doing that right? Yes, the north door. And very nicely done on iKasperr's side. So White Pony, he's already got the flying capability. He'll head back for his 1/2 a heart right here. Oh, actually, he's got another full heart setting out. Herpadur. So he'll grab both of these. And he'll be on into his mom's heart fight again. He's setting this up so that he leaves 1/2 a red heart available there, just in case he takes a lot of extra damage. Because if you get down to just 1/2 a red heart remaining, you get a 5-second damage shield with, with the Polarite. So on into mom's heart, looking to tie this up in 1 apiece and force a game 3 as iKasperr. Diana making up a really great time on the left-hand side, already in her depths too, but again, still a few floors behind. Ah, that sneaky double bomb. I didn't even see the second one that iKasperr threw there. Look at this. Crack the Sky is just being a bro for everybody, so that's why you don't mind fighting Conquest all too terribly, is that Crack the Sky usage I was waiting for. Didn't even get to say it, though. iKasperr used it, and it melts through the last little bit of Mom's heart. So we're tied up at 1. Very nicely done. A 22-minute, 41-second run there. Very nicely done, iKasperr. And again, anywhere under about 25 minutes, you're looking pretty safe for yourself, but Diana would have been right on his butt if it weren't for that death earlier on. So very nicely done for both racers. We got round 3 coming up in about 2 minutes here. So again, let me get you a link into both of their chats, where again, it's not on sub-only mode, so you can actually talk to them. I do apologize, but hey, it's Breaking Bad night. Sorry. So anyways, there's a link to get into both Diana and iKasperr's chats. Say what's up to both of them. Wish them both good luck in round 3. We'll be right back in 2 minutes, and we'll see who takes the win 2-1 here tonight. Alrighty, welcome back everybody. We got round number 3 just about to begin here between two really good competitors here today. On the left, PrincezzxDiana won the first round and broke iKasperr's winning streak of round wins of 28 straight earlier today. Excuse me. And then in the second round, iKasperr came back and won, so we're tied up at 1 right now. We got game number 3 just about to start here to determine your winner in this last matchup of the regular season for both of these two. So Diana's going to look to even her record up at 8-8. iKasperr looking for his 15th straight overall win if he can do so. So again, best of luck to these two. Again, we're going to race through the womb too. First to kill off Mom's heart by the rules of BOILeR is going to be your winner here today. So best of luck to both of these two. Again, here's the link into both of their channels. Go give these two both some love like they deserve. If I could move my mouse, this would work better. What is trapping my mouse? Anyways, here comes a link into both of their channels. Like I said, go visit them both and wish them both good luck here. And again, they're on a call together having some good fun. They've been laughing the entire time, so it's well worth checking them out. These two are really awesome folks, so a really good time being had by both of them, I'm sure. Being the iKasperr's laughing hysterically right now, I'd say it's a good time going on over there, so definitely check out that split link, everybody. And they're off and running, so again, best of luck here. We got the bomb run about to start. Diana's gonna check that curse room, not what she wants. So on the right-hand side, we got Mr. Mega. 5 extra bombs, extra damage on every single bomb from here on out for him, and increased blast radius. So iKasperr's gonna be pretty happy with this start. And no thanks on that mini, boss. Check this out. So item room and boss fight for Diana. Let's hope that this one's something decent. Those extra size bombs. Gotta love it. So Guppy's hairball's a no thanks on Diana's. Definitely doesn't want to curse the labyrinth for an extra, I should say, locked item room. Guppy's head's a good way to start, though. We saw that last time. Spawns a couple of friends till the end attack flies for you every single room. Ooh, and right on into her item room. Yeah, she'll be happy with this one. Mom's Contact gives you freeze effect on all of your shots. You see that red tier coming out. That'll actually have a chance, just like that, to gray out your enemy and freeze him in place. And she'll be on to her first boss fight, which iKasperr just finished off to give him the wire coat hanger fire rate increase, and on down to his second floor. We got a frozen famine, so let's say, hey, to famine, if you would. Let's try to warm him up, because he keeps getting frozen here. So Diana's going to wind up with a cube of meat orbiting around her. And again, that'll block shots and do 7 damage to anything it comes in contact with. More and more you get, more pieces of meatball you wind up having. Like I said, all these bombs everywhere, so now a death card on iKasperr's side. It's basically a Necronomicon usage. Does a good 40 damage equally to everything across the room. And on into a second item room, the Scapular gives iKasperr, if he gets down to half a red heart, 1 full blue soul heart once per room. And again, that's as you take the damage to get down to the half red heart. So let's see, no keys on Diana's side. Not enough hearts to play that Demon Judgy. So moving on along here. Oh, those curse rooms paying off today. So Blood of the Martyr, more damage increase on iKasperr's side. So might as well head on into that secret room now, grabbing himself a ton of money. And with 14 cents, almost making a store worthwhile, so maybe another penny find? He's definitely going to go find his store, though. And Diana down to just that half a red heart on her side, has to play pretty careful now. And gets pretty fly, so a second orbital for Diana coming out of a pill. See, battery, thank you very much for that half-price sale. Can't really argue this. So iKasperr's going to pick up the battery, gives you, as you stay in a room with an active enemy, I think it's every 10 seconds you get one of those 6 charges on your space use item. Well, you just need a mini knife. And what's up, Sarah? How you doing? So a little bit of health there for Diana. She's going to be the first on down to the caves. iKasperr very close behind, finishing off Pink Widow here. He's going to grab himself his 4th health container and move on down to the caves himself. Again, both on regular versions of the caves. Curse of the Lost for iKasperr means extra rooms on this floor to deal with, though. Doing great, man. Doing phenomenal today. Again, I'm basically in my head just counting down like we only have 2 races today and 4 tomorrow. 2 more races, 4 tomorrow, 6 more races, we're almost done. Like, no, I don't want the regular season to end, for anybody wondering, but at the same point, I kind of do. If that makes sense, and I hope it does. Like, not saying I'm, like, burnt out on this, but, like, I really want it to be the playoffs and have more free time, is what it amounts to. Ooh, more damage up on half of your tiers only, so you'll notice the slightly different colors on these 2 tiers that Diana fires out in a row. One of those has got a little bit of damage increase on them. Both still have Mom's Contact effects, but damage up on 1 of every 2 tiers for Diana with Chemical Peel. And she'll be on in to face Gertie. Kasperr moving on into the same room right now to fight his boss, and he's going to take on Fistula. Yay, playoffs! Playoffs! I'm talking about playoffs! I'm trying to win a game. Playoffs. So again, for those wondering, we already know our NFC matchups for next week. So number 3, Jim Drizzle will take on Mr. Wolf 21, your 6th seed. And again, one of last year's finalists is the 6th seed in the NFC, guys. That's scary. That is really scary. So, I'm just saying, weird things are going to happen. I'm calling it now. So let's see, Squeezy, fire rate increase, and those 2 soul hearts for Kasperr. He's on down to his caves too, literally a second or 2 ahead of Diana, who's got Magic 8 Ball, that is shot speed increase. A tower card for random bomb spawns across the room. Won a God Room, in which we got our 3rd orbital now, so double speed on all orbitals, including those which, I don't know if that really helps anything, but whatever, they spin at double speed. Woohoo! But again, all the orbitals spin at double speed now, so more shot blocking capabilities for Diana. And again, that will also damage anything it comes in contact with. And again, it'll be Jim Drizzle versus Wolf 21 and Full Metal Gambit against Melloways next weekend in the NFC. And we still don't know our AFC matchups yet. We won't until the second to last race of the regular season. So that'll be decided by the Logcat versus the Wiki race. Whoever wins that AFC North, it's vitally important, because most likely scenario... Well, I can't even say that. There's a scenario where both Zwiki and Logcat make the playoffs, and one where only Logcat does. And then Awaken takes Zwiki's spot. But we'll figure out all the matchups tomorrow, and oh man, I can't wait. Alright, a little more health up there. Kasperr doing one of the glitches we allow. As you pick up an item in these, and there you go. This is why he did it, by the way. And again, does have to worry about the Globin still. Cough, cough, Melloways, cough, cough. I'm gonna catch hell for this. Either way, though, but as you see, if you pick up an item, if you pause, you actually hear all the spawns come into that room. So you'll hear them click in, each individually. And as you hear the 3rd one click in, you can unpause to get every single enemy in the room. Having a death card, Kasperr insta-killed everything except for the Globins, which got knocked down, so they would have been dead if they didn't have 2 stages. But again, another health up container for him, so he's looking pretty sweet on that health. Again, both on the same floor, though. Kasperr only the advantage of having his item room. Still looking for his boss fight, but Diana trying to find both of these things. Ooh, and even better now. More damage. The small rock for Kasperr. He's going to move slower, as that is a speed down, but you get a damage up and a fire rate increase with that. Again, both with... Oh my god. Both with their boss fights. Kasperr is going to go find his secret room. He wants 3 cents. So first things first, Diana into her boss fight. She'll wind up with an even better orbital. That Cuban Meat's going to become Meat Boy's head, adding on tears shooting out of it as well. And again, at double speed. That's pretty darn nice combination. B-money. Oh boy. Does he blow it up or gamble? Blow it up. Hope for 2 cents. He got it. Kasperr got extra money too. Back to the store, and oh god. The carry candle on the right side. Diana's gonna have to hurry along now. Wait till you see this, guys. If you don't know what the candle does, watch this. Kasperr will go buy it here. He's gonna put it to use against the boss fight. And again, think every 4 seconds being able to use a space use item. Actually, technically, it might even go slightly quicker than that. But he's gonna fight Pestilence. Look at that damage. Now watch. Yeah, about 4 seconds you get that charge again. You don't even really need tears at this point. Look at that damage. Disgusting. So there's his first Cuban Meat. He's got a God Room, in which now we have the Relic, so even more health available. Every 4 rooms Kasperr clears, that Relic's going to spawn 1 blue heart for him. Going down to the depths, he's also got an error screen, or a loading screen error, I should say. Wait for it. Come on, Flash. Again, Diana's working around in her Depths 1 in that Curse of Darkness, so I can't really see her, her treasure map. Can't really see her mini map at all at the moment, so I can't tell you what she's dealing with here. Kasperr dealing with tapping his toes a little bit. Anytime now, Flash. There's Diana's boss fight, so this is not helping out with this Flash lag here. Come on, Flash. Today, give him his floor. Ooh, Diana down to half a heart, though, so it's getting a little risky. Ooh, we did get it, an XL floor in the depths for Kasperr. Again, let's see. Diana's going to take that hope for some hearts out of this. Wow, just more bombs. So on into her boss fight. Kasperr going to work on into his item room. First of the two on this floor. Mini-Mush will give him speed and range increase, make him even smaller and tougher to hit. And again, he'll wind up finding a second item room and two side-by-side boss fights. And at this point, the boss fights are more important to him. That's unmuted. How you doing tonight? Speaking of those, we got Diana already over halfway through Ward. She keeps freezing him in place. He's already off of his horse. So it's a matter of keeping him away from her, and this is working out beautifully right now. Question is, do you take the third cube of meat? I don't think you do. Diana's going to say no, takes her half a heart heal on down to the depths too, trying to keep that time advantage, hoping for some heals. Thank you to that arcade. So she'll blow up this heart machine. Give her heals. Wow, just a lot of money, so she's going to have to gamble for the heals. Look at this. Nothing. So more chance of hearts, if nothing else. So there's Kasperr's second item room. Crack the Sky. Definitely not going to replace Blue Candle, so goodbye to that. But again, Diana's holding on to Mom's Pearl now. 10% more chance of Soul Heart spawn. So maybe we could find some heals that way. And again, it's that room. Oh, God, that was a nasty bomb. So Diana down and back all the way to the beginning here. Kasperr with a large time advantage, let alone that pretty nasty build he's got going on here. Blue Candle, enough said. Blue Candle and Relic combination alone for me would probably be enough to make me feel safe. Again, the one time BOILeR practice run that I did, I kept going into stores until I found the candle. Bought it on Caves 1 and did a 17-minute run. So, and I don't practice, so that should tell you how overpowered that Blue Candle is. And here you're seeing it being put to real good use, as you don't have to worry about hitting those knights from behind, actually. You can hit them head on with that candle. Oh, check this out. Now, quad shot to start off Diana's new run, so we got a lot of great items going on here. Again, we've seen her make ridiculous comebacks like that last round, for that matter. She was right getting back on Kasperr's heels again. So, again, never count anybody out. It's all about if Kasperr finds his boss fights quickly. Oh, my God. Or doesn't find more things to help him out. Yeah, he just turned his head and like, you have to be kidding me. So, Curved Horn for Kasperr now. Gives him +2 more damage on his tiers as a trinket. You're never going to turn that thing down if you can. So, all the damage forever here. And again, that quicker charge on the Blue Candle means, look at this, it just every single boop, 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 boop. Charge, done. That is filthy, how quickly that's charging. Yep, Diana laid the smackdown in the first round. Alright, so Gish almost dead over on Kasperr's side. I'll wind up with Little Gish following around behind him. Again, that'll shoot out Tartiers at pretty good damage. That'll also slow down movement speed and shot speed of enemies. There you go. One of the things you gotta worry about. Sometimes Little Gish is kind of a douche and doesn't spawn. This time all good, though. Kasperr moving on into his mom's foot fight. And here comes the real fun. That candle, you don't even have to hit open eyeballs. You can hit the doors and it hurts her. So that's really why this item's overpowered. That mom's foot fight is a joke. So let's get those yes crowns as Kasperr's popping on through this, so he gets a bunch of extra money there. Might as well at this point. He doesn't need it, but why not? And look at this, another loading screen error, and another Curse of the Labyrinth, so another XL floor for Kasperr, meaning on the womb, yet again, just 2 boss fights back-to-back to find. And he could get his 17th win. Yeah, we totally play 17 games. Could get his 15th straight win of the year here if he gets through both of those rooms. Jesus. Alright, keep in mind, Devil Card will also double up his tier damage when he uses it, so he'll wait for the Mom's Hard Fight to actually put that to use. Here's Diana's second item room and boss fight, in which we got Bloody Lust now, so again, as she kills off enemies, that's about per room. Every enemy she kills about a half damage up for the first 6 that she kills. Resets after each room, though. And all those extra little fly spawns here, let alone those little red guys, are actually adding on to Diana's damage. You see her and her tears turning more red. And that box of items means one of everything, so a bomb, a coin, a trinket, a key, a pill in this case, too. And doesn't want that, and I don't blame her, but doesn't want the tick. Would have given her 15% automatic damage to any boss or mini-boss fight she came across. Healed her for a full red heart, but is irreplaceable, excuse me. Irreplaceable. Totally a word. And to her third item room, we're going to get Magneto on Diana's side, so that'll draw anything, like you just saw the heart, actually will move right on over towards her now. Anything with metal in it's going to move to you. And for the second time tonight, she's got Blue Baby Soul. So somewhat of a follower, going to add a little extra damage with those homing tears. Alright, another golden poop for Diana, so you either get the counterfeit penny or a bunch of extra money coming out of this. Ooh, Lucky Till means more chance of getting an extra item spawn out of chests at the end of rooms, for example. Wow, iKasperr keeps finding these dead ends here, so this is a hell of an XL floor. Okay, lots of extra money in that secret room. Thanks, I guess? How's up, Cajun? How you doing? I can even tell by the look on iKasperr's face. He just kind of shrugged and like, thanks. I don't really need that, but okay. And once again, Gertie Jr. showing up, so she's popular tonight. Third time we've seen her in this race. Wow, this just keeps splitting. So down isn't going to do anything for iKasperr. Left still could, up still could, but we'll try over here to the left. This is a more likely scenario of where something's going to attach. Again, doesn't have to worry about the money. Wow, to this floor. So upwards. Oh my god, really, it just keeps going. That's going to have to break off to the right side, but that can't be the boss. Wow. I don't know that the boss fight's on this side. This is an odd layout if it is. It is. Okay, so the other boss fight's going to be upwards now. Yep. Wow, so it actually goes off the mini-map there. That's confusing if you were like, wow, even with the treasure map, that would have been kind of interesting to find. That is a hell of an XL floor, but iKasperr here melting on through double Loki, gonna get the box of items, so another soul heart for him, another bomb. He's got 20, so he's got plenty of stuff for the next one. Empress Guard's actually gonna give him Horror Babylon here. So he'll drop a bomb as he walks in the room, take out these 2 eyeballs, pop that card if he actually wants to. Oh, not even gonna worry about it, it seems. So he's just gonna melt on through with bombs and his candle here. It's all you really need is iKasperr. Last little bit of damage to do. And just like that, wins his 15th in a row, coming back from a 1-0 deficit to PrincezzxDiana.